our next guest took part in last year's Jailbreak challenge, where participants have to get as far away as possible from their starting point within 36 hours on a budget of absolutely zero.
It's all happening to raise money for charity and have a bit of crack while they're at it. We're joined by Jack Cantillon, who was in the competition last year, and also Claire Cullen, who won the competition last year.
Thank you so much for coming in.
No problem.
Now, Claire, tell us a little bit about this. Like, where did it start, and tell us what does it entail?
Yeah, it started in the UK universities a couple of years ago, but last year was the first time that Ireland did it. So it was just within Trinity College last year, and we had 40 teams of 2, and they all headed off in March to get as far away as they could, raising money for...
And of course you got to...
Argentina.
Argentina, of all places, which is actually crazy.
Yeah.
Jack, you technically got the furthest in the end,
Yeah.
but you were disqualified. Tell us a bit about your story.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's a 36-hour time limit, so, and I ran out of time. So,
well, where did you get to?
I got to Australia, which is it was quite a treat. Before I left, just when I was leaving Frankfurt Airport, I put up a Facebook photo. And you know, I didn't get to see any likes, anything that happened. But when I arrived in Sydney, I might not have won, but I got 9,000 likes and 2,000 shares.
9,000 likes, there it is.
Oh
my goodness. So. And Claire, tell us a little bit about your story, because you won, you got to Argentina, so tell us how did that even happen?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. We were really lucky. Just a couple of days before, we got corporate sponsorship from 2 different companies who got us to Buenos Aires, and then when we got to the other side, we got a free train, we got sponsored bus tickets.
And then you got a taxi as well,
and we got
didn't
a taxi, sponsored by a newspaper company.
Was that a case of just driving as far away as you possibly could?
Yeah, to a place with Wi-Fi, so then we could check back in with HQ, and we got there, I think, at 5 minutes before the deadline.
I can't believe that you did this with no money whatsoever. So you're just relying on people being sound and just like paying for stuff.
And like, did you find people were incredibly accommoning then?
Oh, incredibly accommodating. Like, I started off the week, I brought my satchel with my laptop. I didn't even know
I love this.
And had my laptop in it, and when I arrived there, Amnesty International, the office in Australia, they clothed me, they gave me some food, and by the end of the week, I was in the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Grand Marshal or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And Claire, you have a pretty cool story, like how you got back home from Argentina.
Well, actually, we were really lucky. During the week, we met the Irish ambassador in Argentina. He brought us out for dinner, and then on the Tuesday, we heard that...
No big deal, by the way.
Yeah,
no big deal.
so fine. And then we heard that Chris de Burgh had gotten in contact and wanted to fly us home, which we were incredibly grateful for.
You think that might have happened because Rosanna Davidson might have seen it on Twitter?
She saw it on Twitter, yeah, and also Chris, I think, is an alumni within Trinity, and he was born in Argentina. So
was he? Oh, that's kind of cool. What was the most difficult part about that whole challenge?
Other than, you know, getting to Argentina, I think once we got there, we couldn't speak Spanish, and we couldn't use our phones. They had no signal. So
and also the fact that you bought a one-way ticket. That's never going to be handy.
That wasn't ideal, but it worked out okay.
So of course this year it's going ahead again, but a lot bigger than before.
Yeah,
so
bigger and better, hopefully. We've 4 universities this year: UCD, Trinity, Galway and Cork. We've 100 teams. We've 3 different starting points: Kilmainham Jail, Cork Jail and Ayr Square in Galway. So we're really looking forward to it. We've already raised over €10,000, and we're hoping to raise in excess of 30. So
how many teams?
Last year we had 40 teams. Well, 40 teams last year, so
17,000.
And you made €17,000, which absolutely. And how do people actually enter if people are looking for next year to getting involved?
We have to send in a YouTube video, so you have to apply. You can see them all on YouTube. If you look them up, Jailbreak 14, they apply and then they get picked. So it's those people that have that attitude, that want to go far, that want to raise money for Amnesty and for St. Vincent de Paul, and they're the ones we want to have.
Are you secretly hoping people don't beat you this year?
Oh, we pray. They don't get far.
Where can you get to? Antarctica? That's how you like.
So where can people see all this unfolding?
Yeah, so if you visit Jailbreak HQ on Facebook, if you head there, the best thing to do though is going to be the hashtag. You know, it's great fun on Twitter. If you just follow the hashtag Jailbreak14, you're going to follow the whole story as it unfolds.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for coming in. We wish you the best of luck.
Yes.
Thank you so much.